What is up, casters? Insaiyan Elestrals here, coming off of a top 16 run at the World Championship. We have this beautiful Blizztrix mat that we got. We did end in 10th place. Unfortunately, we lost our top 16 match against Trishula, but if you haven't already heard, that is our World Championship, so if there was anybody to take us out, that is who it was. We played fives, or I think they might kill me if I say that, so we played Fish Nexus, and let's get into the build. So we were, of course, on 3 of the Champion Aphros. This is the namesake of the deck because it is a 5 when you control other Aphros. So by playing other Aphros, we are on the 3 base set as well. This is essentially like a Nectar of Gods, being able to draw us multiple cards by Nexusing, which, pretty good card. It got banned for a reason. So Draw 2 is the name of the game. We have our 3 Magneros, of course, because these are able to search your Aphros, and of course you can special cast the champion when you have it, because its name is always treated as Aphros. We then have our beautiful top 16 Marble Foamies. I'm not gonna lie, this is like 99% of the reason I chose this deck over Solar. I had cool fish cards, I didn't have cool Solar cards, and I won these, so I really wanted to play them. This card's absolutely incredible. It gets you your Aphrodite as well as your 2-drops. And then we went with 2 Base Foamy. Honestly, this is something that I was convinced to do last minute, but in hindsight, I probably wouldn't play it. It just didn't really come up too much, especially because only losses that I took in this entire tournament were Solar, and Solar is the one deck that really counters this hard because Nova Core, Solar Burst, they're just going to pop it without running it over by battle. This was mostly to get killed by battle and be able to do some cool stuff, which we never got to do. We are on our 3 Champion Whales. Galaxy's really good being able to swap the stats. This also really helps you in the Solar match as well. And of course, 3 of our boy Edward. This guy put in so much work, of course, because we are also on his big brother, Curibus. This is the 2-drop of choice. We can get it off of our Foamy, but surprise, surprise, we will have another way to get to it. We will talk about that in a second. We are on 3 of our beautiful Aphrodites. This is one of the most important cards of the deck because not only are you able to search the cards you already have, but because you can search for titled versions, you can get all of your Aphros, and then of course your base Aphros can Nexus, and it just really, really works. Hopefully you can still hear me. They're doing a lot of announcements, but now we have our 2 Rock at a Hard Place. This is how we can also cheat into our Curibus, which is incredibly important. We then have our 2 copies of Necklace of Harmonia. This was our Argo target as well as a Nexus bank for our Aphros as well to draw. We are on 3 Argo to pair with those Necklace of Harmonias. I am Argo's biggest hater, but unfortunately for this format, it is a very good card. I did side out the 3rd pretty much every single game, but this card did come up, and it's unfortunate because I think it's just a really bad card, but it is what it is. We're on our 3 copies of the court-mandated Gorgon's Gaze. You have to play this if you're playing Elestrals. This is such a load-bearing card. And then we're on 2 Altars. Altar is a card that's a little bit weird. I wanted to max out on the counter runes that I could play because I feel like Fish is at its best when you're drawing into your runes, not your guys. So we had to inflate our rune count, and this is just kind of the only other rune that does something good. We are then, of course, on our 2 PTA and our 2 Shield. We didn't want to bump them up to 3 because all of them have their own downsides, and Altar gave us a bit of variety that these did not. But that's it for the main deck. We're going to go ahead and show the spirits. Really, really simple. We have 15, I believe, of our Leviathans. Then we're on 2 Zaptor, 2 Owloon, and the 1 Flurmine, which is for our side deck cards. We'll just slide those out of the way. For the side deck, we of course have our 2 Galaxies. These are a Floodgate versus Fish because they will swap all of the Fish stats. So you can summon it out and just kind of put them on 2 attackers, which is really good. Then of course we're on our 2 Ambro. I didn't want to main deck this because it just didn't feel good in the main. You only really want it against Hermes anyway because they're the only deck that really plays the grind game. So against Hermes, I'd put this in just so that I could keep up with their Avioliths. We're on 2 Atlantis, just to win the Stadium War versus Solar. 2 Cryoblast, because this card is insane into both Fish and Solar. We have the 3rd Rock in a Hard Place for when we are going 2nd. We want to make sure that we have as much removal as possible in our deck. 3 Pandora's Box. This is an incredible card into the format because all 3 of the top decks, being Fish, Solar, and Hermes, have cards that search, and being able to negate the search and mill their resources is really good. We're on our 2 Dense Fog because there are a lot of Nexus effects in the format. and a lot of battle tricks like the Galaxy and whatnot. So this is just a really good way of accounting for that. And the final card is a single copy of Tsunami, just because Tsunami is really not that good when you're going into a lot of fish mirrors, but it can come in clutch against something like Solar, because you can respond to the cast of Celestlio or to the effect to pop things, and you just really want things that are high impact and keep you alive. So there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile for the top 16. Hopefully you were able to hear me again. They were doing all of the ending of the tournament announcements, but yeah, we made it, and I don't have it on me. It's in my bag, actually. I can grab it, but we have our champion, or not champion, but our 10 of 16 Blitztrix prize card to go with the mat. It is serialized for our placement, so only 16 of these will ever exist, and I am the proud owner of number 10. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know the deal. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share with friends. And as always, I will see you in the next one.